Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Purvey RC. It's been a while, but we are back. We've got two machines here from Lesu. This is the new 973K loader versus the older generation 66. I know a lot of you guys want to know what the differences are between the two. We're here to show you that and kind of get a good idea of what these machines are about and the differences, so that, you know, if you are in the market for a loader, you can have a look at these two and decide, you know, if you are going with the Lesu brand, what you are going to use it for. The two differences between these two, I mean, you can first see that I do prefer a machine without, it's not really a cost thing as such, it's just that I don't really use the rippers and I tend to find the rippers on the loaders are a little bit of it's a touch and go if you really use them. I know for parkour type things it can be done, and you know, loose soil, I understand. As you can see though, we've got pure hard pack stuff here, and I really don't. I have tried a machine with a ripper before, and other than the bigger dozers, you know, like the D10s, the D11s, and the Lesu dozer D6, or what you want to call it, DT60, the ripper comes in play. But for me, a loader should be a loader. That's a personal preference. So first of all, on spec levels, there are two spec levels on both these machines that do come with a ripper, as well as the front bucket having a split on both of them. So that means that the top section and mid section would split into two to allow for easier loading on higher tippers and things like that, or ADTs for that matter. So talking about these two that are sitting here now, let's start with the fundamental differences between the two. You'll notice on the 636 we've got a single cylinder for your bucket to tip and lift. So on the 973K you've got a twin set of cylinders allowing for your bucket to pull and dump. So that is a huge difference between the two. That obviously makes quite a big difference instead of your load size. The big thing that jumps out at you when you look at the machines is that you've got a wide track on the 973, which is a really obvious thing, versus the 636. Now the 636, you do tend to lose that traction because of the smaller track. It is a smaller machine. However, picking up the two machines, there is obviously a weight difference, but it's quite negligible if you look at the difference in the size of the machines. It's not something that you would really place an emphasis on. I think it really does boil down to the fact that your track is so much wider, allowing you a lot more grip. One of the big things with Lesu is their drive motors. As a lot of you know, there are some machines that are known to have problems with these types of drive motors. So I'm hoping that this, with its, like I said, no ripper and using it only for the use of a loader, would probably have a better chance of using that power, and I'm really hoping it'll be a good system. So even though there's an obvious width difference here and track width difference, that's where the two fundamentals of the machines lie. It's, for me, looks wise, definitely the 973K looks fantastic. The Lever 636 looks European, so it is a fantastic looking machine. I still love it, and it's a great machine for anyone that I don't recommend going 636 with a ripper. I really don't. I have tried one, maybe that was a problem. The 973K could be a seriously different story if it's got the upgraded drive motors, but let's have a look. Okay, so when it comes to the, like I said, the big differences here now is going to be the tracks. So we're looking at our tracks here, and we're going to measure this in centimeters again. We've got 4 centimeters of width on our track on the 636 machine. That is a huge difference. I'm going to tell you straight off the bat. I can see that there's a massive difference between that and the Cat. So in terms of the volume it's going to pick up, and in terms of the type of situation you're going to put the two in, I'd say this is a loose soil sand machine versus a proper digger, and like I said, as the drive motors hold up, this will be a fantastic machine. So let's have a look at the dimensions on the 973. So when it comes to the bucket on this, we're looking at just over 22 centimeters. That's considerable. I mean, you're running from 19 to 22, which is this entire volume that you've got over here. Plus I do feel this is deeper as well, as this is definitely shallower than this, so you've definitely got volume that way. But when it comes to your height, as I was mentioning before, we do on this side, is you've got a total load volume there of 8 centimeters in height. So you know, it's very similar in that sense, but I do feel extra depth and the extra width of the blade is going to make a huge difference in terms of that. So when it comes to the tracks, there's a big difference, like I said there, by the eye. So you're looking at 5.5 centimeters versus 4 centimeters. So I mean, we're talking 1.5 centimeters, which is a considerable amount. I mean, it's close to, what is that? It's close to a third. It's a little bit less than a third of what this machine's differences are. It's a third bigger than this. So I'd say that this is definitely going to be one that you're going to have a lot of traction here. Definitely more of a hard pack machine, and definitely something that I would be putting in this kind of dirt that we have here versus this, which is obviously going to work on the lighter stuff. So this definitely looks to be a great machine. We will be testing it out and we will let you guys know, and we'll do a video for you. So keep us on YouTube, subscribe, and we will definitely come back to you with some more cool content. Thanks very much and have a great one.